I was married to Sheyi for 6 years before I finally realized why he never walked beside me in the sun. People always ask how you don't notice something like that. How do you share a bed, a home, a life with someone and miss the impossible? But you didn't know Sheyi. When we met in Lagos, he was perfect. An architect, brilliant, quiet. Our dates were always late-night dinners or midnight drives. He told me he was a night owl. He said the harsh Lagos sun gave him brutal migraines. I thought it was just a quirky trait. I thought it was charming. When we got married, we built a beautiful house in a quiet estate in Ibadan. We wanted peace. But Sheyi had specific rules. Thick blackout curtains in every room. No harsh fluorescent bulbs. He worked only after 7 p.m. I thought I was making compromises for the man I loved. I didn't know I was helping him build a tomb. The dogs in the estate knew first. Our neighbors had these 2 massive borbals, vicious things. But whenever Sheyi walked past their gate at night, they wouldn't bark. They would whimper and crawl on their bellies like they were in physical pain. I asked him about it once. He just smiled that soft smile and said, "Animals can sense a calm spirit, babe." I believed him. It was the 3rd year when the blackout happened. Torrential rain, total darkness. I lit a single candle on the dining table between us. I looked up, laughing at a joke he made. My shadow was bouncing huge and erratic against the wall behind me. I looked at the wall behind Sheyi. Nothing. The space behind his chair was completely unnaturally blank. The candlelight hit his body, but it just stopped. I blinked. I rubbed my eyes. I told myself it was just the angle of the candle. I told myself I was exhausted from the heat. But the seed was planted. Once you see something impossible, your brain desperately tries to unsee. I wanted to be crazy. Being crazy was safer than the alternative. I started watching him, really watching him, looking for proof that I was losing my mind. When we stood in the bathroom together, I noticed the way the mirror reflected him. It was just a fraction of a second too slow, like the glass was struggling to copy him. Like it didn't know what it was looking at. When he walked down the hallway at night, his footsteps made absolutely no sound on the tiles. No weight, no impact. I had to know. It was a Saturday. He had been working all night and fell asleep on the sofa around noon. He always slept with that heavy blanket over his face. He said even the ambient heat hurt his eyes. I couldn't take it anymore. My heart was beating so hard I thought it would crack my ribs. I pulled the cord. The midday sun flooded the room. It was blinding, violent, and absolute. I stared at the floor underneath him. The pattern of the rug was perfectly clear beneath his weight. He was intercepting the sun, but he was casting no shadow. The beam of light cut across the room and hit the sofa directly. It illuminated his chest, his legs, the texture of his blanket. I dropped my phone. It hit the tiles with a sharp crack. He didn't wake up startled. He didn't jump. He just slowly sat up, the sunlight hitting his face directly.
A shadow belongs to the living. It's obvious I am not, my love. Why do you look so surprised? You promised me forever.
I didn't pack. I didn't look back. I grabbed my purse and ran to my car, my hands shaking so violently I could barely grip the steering wheel. I drove straight from Ibadan to Lagos. I checked my rearview mirror 100 times, half expecting to see him sitting in the back seat, smiling in the dark. I've been hiding in a cheap hotel in Yaba for 3 days. I threw my phone away. I paid in cash. I haven't slept a single wink. I thought I was safe in the chaos of the city. But 10 minutes ago, the power grid went down. Total blackout. I am lying perfectly still in the dark right now. Because even though I locked the door, and even though I am completely alone in this room, the mattress beside me is sinking down, and the air has just gone ice cold.